So we were talking about how sibling loss anxiety it causes within. And I know one of my coping skills as a parent, because I suffered that same thing, my brain always goes to the worst case scenario too, is I've had to do a lot of work on myself, is staying in the moment. And one of the words I learned from Devin is no future tripping. So as I develop a stronger inner constitution within myself, I have to ask myself, and I still do this to this day, is that a made up story or is that real? What's going on? So I have to
Right.
self check myself constantly because I'm worried about illnesses. I'm worried about all these made up stories. And in life, all we can really do is
Day to
stay in the
day. Yeah,
moment.
stay in the moment.
So
And
what would be some of your coping
yeah,
mechanisms that you use or that you because who we become, our children become, right?
Right.
right.
For me, coloring. I'm not an artist. I
Right.
can't draw, but I've actually recently started coloring.
I
And
love
that has
that.
been, and also I like to go on a hike when I can get myself to go out. I love, and no headphones, just pure nature.
Yes.
Yeah. Just listening
Yes.
to all the crunch of the leaves and music. I will get in
Yes.
my car and I will put on all the songs I like. And I found that music really helps me. Cause I
Oh,
have so many layers. Cause when I was in grief, I was also in a bad DV relationship. So I have a lot of stacks of, I've got PTSD, anxiety. I've got a lot of things. So I'm
this is,
still
yeah,
learning.
every single thing you named there is like that is that self-care, that inner work that it's like
Yeah.
daily.
But you know what
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm hearing though,
Yeah.
Brittany? You know what I'm hearing is it ends with me, meaning you're becoming everything you want your daughter to be.
Yeah. Yes. Breaking
And
that cycle is incredibly
Yeah, the
important to me.
generation, breaking that generational cycle.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
just see a warrior with a
Yeah.
shield that
Yeah.
says, I've got you, little girl.
When I saw you
Yeah.
speak at the Walk for Lives up in San Francisco, I just was like, "Oh, she's up there too." And because I just couldn't go, and Kristi was going to try to go, but just so powerful to see you just, just give it all out there and in that space of how beautiful to see that. How was that for you? Was that one of your larger speaking times? I know you did this recently at the golf event, which was the
Yeah, I did.
Recover or
Mm-hmm.
Die. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like I say
Yeah.
that, I'm like, oh my God, I'm smiling because I'm like, that's a weird thing but what it does is like means that like it's time to recover. It is time
Yeah.
because that time of, waiting, we want people to recover. We want them to know there is no more, like it has to be that strong. Like,
Yeah.
there's the fuck fentanyl of San Diego, these larger,
Yeah.
stronger, harder, recover or die. It's now because
Now.
of this crisis that we're in. And it's only getting worse with, the different zines, the xylazine, the protanazine, all the things.
Yes.
And it is the poisoning. We're trying to change that overdosing to like that layering of poison. Our children were poisoned, struggle or not. So tell us what is going on for you next for you and with the next part of your journey for coming up, any other future walks, or tell us about the Recover or Die golf fundraiser.
That one was big for me to share the stage with people who I have looked up to and I just wanted to work with, or I wanted to just be involved in any way. I know I had sent Jeremy several emails like, please let me work with you, please, because I knew that it would be
He's
something that healed
fantastic.
me.
Yes.
Is. And I see that I want to do something that's loud. I want to make a difference in this world. I've always said I want my footprint
Yeah.
to be something that helps people. And so to share the stage with somebody, like, if you told me I would be doing that, I would say there's no way. I
Mm-hmm.
never in a million years imagined. And so
Yeah.
it's possible.
And
That
Eric.
went so well. And Eric, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I mean, meeting with these people and has been long overdue. We've really connected and they've been extremely supportive of my journey. And so Walk for Lives was my first in person. I was like, I won't be nervous. I do podcasts. Okay, well, when you're standing in front of all those people, I was nervous,
Right.
but I did it. The amount of people who came up to me afterward, it was incredible. It was inspiring. So then I did the Recover or Die. The amount of people who came up to me after that, people in the room were crying. It's from my heart. It's authentic. And I see when people are crying and people come up to me after, I'm like, okay, I'm doing something. And so
Your
Absolutely.
voice is
yeah.
your voice is so needed because like I said before, is I do think the siblings are the forgotten.
Yeah.
They're forgotten in this whole epidemic.
You're
And
overlooked, maybe. Yeah,
over
overlooked. You carry on without, like reaching for that
Yeah.
sibling that was there.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
your
true.
footprint is so needed. So thank you. Thank you. I'm
Thank
thanking
you.
you as a mom for my other children. But what's coming up next for you? Let us know.
So through Micah's Hugs, I am doing a sibling
Oh,
support group every other Monday. So
Yes.
we've got that going on. I'm going
yes.
to promote it more. We've done 2 sessions. It's been very successful. The siblings, it's just a really deep connection there. So I have the support group that I'm hosting. And then I have an event coming up that's hosted through Sax's Join a Restaurant here from my mom's dear friend and Micah's Hugs. I will be speaking at Food Not Fentanyl. And this is just the beginning. I have a lot more coming. I'm not going to stop. I
You
know
are
that
not going
I'm
to
going to
stop.
do big
No.
things. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I'll do something. Yeah.
Sammy is always with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Katrina likes different signs
Yeah.
and the
So,
things she gets.
well, I think I'll preface it with this because we already just spoke on it because it was something this is the sign. This is how profound they are when they come. This is how I just know. I know. I want the tattoo that I have a dear friend that has one. I know. And she lost her son as well to fentanyl. And I know what I know. So I'm telling my husband on the drive down to come back from the mountains, our nature place, love to hike also. You'll have to come up with your daughter.
I would love
But
that.
it is where it's like, I know that you had shared with me that, Samantha had the thing with the pink car. And and you told me this random thing like months and months ago, right? It was like the moments, right? And it was because you don't see a pink car very often. I'm telling my husband on the way back who's going to be today with us, joining us. And I was just like this beautiful, sweet girl that lost her sister. And she's doing so much to raise awareness and just bringing Kristi with her, and in that moment, this little pink Miata like zooms in front of us and just like goes right in front. It's like, I gotcha. And I'm just like, I've got my sister and you take care of her. And I'm just like, whoa. And I looked at my husband. I'm like, you don't understand. I've got to like take a picture of this. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, taking a picture of the car. And I sent it to you. And then you never know if you're going to get the message an hour later or 3, but you got it. And then
I did.
Can you tell us that? And I was like, wait, maybe, did I forget? Is this the wrong sign for this person? But it was so bizarre.
It's so wild because the way that sign came up is also when Sammy passed. I used to believe you pass and that's it. When my sister died, I had to find greater me. Like I had to know there was more. I had to know I was going to see her again. And a woman in this community, a friend of mine, Hillary, is amazing, and she has she has a women's group, She Can Club. And so she also is the one who got me started in all this and believing in myself. And when Sammy died, she's like, look, I'm going to give you this book and you need to read it. It's called Signs by Laura Lynn Jackson. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll read it. Yeah. Incredible book. So she mails me the book and I read it. And in part of the book, it says to ask for something specific so you believe it.
Yes.
And I'm like, what am I going to ask my dead sister for? I hate to put it like that, but that's what
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So I'm
Be
like,
specific,
okay,
yes.
We all smile because we get
car.
Yes.
Send me
like
a pink
the most
car.
random thing, right? Okay, send me a pink car. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Prove it to me. Show me.
The day that I left the relationship, I'm driving. The last place I saw my sister live was Dutch Bros. And I was parked in the parking lot next door, and she ran over and dropped something off that she had of mine. I'm in the parking lot next door, and in the Dutch Bros drive-thru is a huge pink car. I see them in times that it's undeniable. You were talking, I mean, what are the chances that that moment you're speaking of that?
And it wasn't like a shade of pink. It was like a pink. Like it was like
pink,
all girly pink Miata.
And that's undeniably pink.
Undeniably. It was, and I know that is, and that specific thing. And I, to share that, because that is so beautiful what you just shared in the universe. I mean, for me, it's like, I live in prayer, and faith is a huge, part, my daily, getting up, dying to myself every day and just asking, how can I be of service? How can I help? How can I be? Because that helps me feel closest to my boy, knowing that my walk home is directly related to being of service and helping other people have hope, hold on, pain ends. We know that wording doesn't and there's so many acronyms for that. The hope, it's like hope, healing our painful emotions, but hope, hang on, pain ends. That one stuck with me. I'm like, no, the pain doesn't end. But what it does do is we learn to live with it, right? With where we're sharing.
Yes.
And we can like, we'll get the joy moments where we can laugh. And that's that when we're talking about them in like their lighter, beautiful moments and they're coming in, they want us to be okay. And I know that. And I know that they are with us. And this, that is this is true. And this fentanyl crisis, this poison needs to end. This accountability
Yes.
for those
This
that are,
is true as well.
this is true. So we can be in the fight, but we can't
Yes.
survive there. We can't survive in the
Right.
fight. We need to be in the healing, the
Yes.
coloring, and the painting, and the laughs with our children, and the things that are there. And Dylan was my only child. I do have beautiful stepdaughters, but there's like these different layers of what each one of us walks. And
Right.
so I just wind this up with saying how wonderful I just think your journey and just seeing you come through. And it's just been just like, I would say it's like six months, I think, since we started connecting and talking, messaging,
Yeah.
and just where you were then and speaking in front of large groups. So beautiful. And having that resounding understanding that you are helping people.
And one of the things, if you could share, just probably within, I don't know, there's probably so many memories, but when you think of your sister and it comes to you, tell me one of your favorite memories of her, whatever age it is. I mean, I can share one with my sister if it helps, but right now,
Yeah, for me, when I think of her, I just think of she was always with me. I really just think of being kids and riding our bikes outside. I don't really know that I have like a specific thing that I think of because it was just all around an amazing sisterhood. We just,
Yeah.
from
Best
childhood
friends.
to older, just best friends.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody said to me, I always picture your sister with me. So I don't, I think even now, like, I just don't have that specific, it was just everything
Yeah.
as a whole was just the
Absolutely.
epitome of sisterhood.
Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful.
and I'm glad that you have that. We have so much more to
So
talk
much
about,
more.
and we
We
would
do.
love, please come back on. Will you come
I
back
I have,
on?
absolutely would love that.
we would
Yeah.
love that. And
And
in
bring your
that,
picture of your sister.
the reason
Oh,
why
yeah.
we are cutting this down a little short today, which was like such a bummer, because you had just shared your story because I saw your post, which is what we do. We share our posts. We share things that resonate, and we hope resonate with someone
Yeah.
else on our different pages to help bring someone else to some opening for
Yeah.
themselves. You shared the story, and we had just done our own with Glenn Muse for the Texas Productions. That video sharing that storytelling, and really when we're talking about that, like feeling heard. And he'll be coming on right after you and in that today's Kristi coming from court. We always have this like there's so much going on in the world and every day for each one of us, but to take this time with us, I just wanted to share that like that was that experience. How about you just share a little bit of that for you? Where did you do that, and then how did that feel for you after to be able to share the story?
We did that in Santa Rosa. I believe it was Alavita Rehab Center. Amazing people. Glenn is such an awesome guy. You walk in the chair and the light, and it was such an amazing experience. And it just telling her story and sitting there in it's different when he's behind the camera and you have the
Yes.
light on you. It was an
Yes.
amazing experience. I cried afterwards. Glenn and we spoke, and he is just an incredible person with incredible stories who I just was so honored to be part of someone who has shown the light, I'm so honored to be part of something with somebody who cares so much and
Right.
lets people tell their story and have their voices heard. So
And the
it was an honor.
lifesavers. The lifesavers.
You did do it.
I
The
love that. I
lifesaver.
love
Yes.
that. And you look down for a minute, you're kind of like, you just, you're still coming out from telling the story and
Yes.
you're crying. And you had the lifesavers and he's like, now look at it again. Because you think it's just sort of like a little parting gift or something.
Yep.
I don't know. And he goes, now look at
Yep.
it again. And I looked at it, I'm like, you get
Yeah.
it. Because it's like, it feels like like a little life raft, and those lifesavers been
It's
sent
so
out to you.
Did he
He's
tell you
very,
the story of how that came about, the
yes.
lifesavers?
Yeah.
Yes. So, and for me, I was the first one that day of the whole thing. And so he didn't have the stuff out. And so we had to go to the car. So it actually became like a funny, silly little moment that we had shared. And so
Yeah.
my crying came a little later, but he had shared the stories. And then I wear my storyteller shirt all the time.
Yeah.
I'm so
I have it
honored.
right here. I'm ready to
I
I'm
love
ready to
that.
go to be on the next one with I do. And And,
I
you know,
love
we
it.
have it be with Glenn next.
I just love that you are such a loud voice for the siblings. I'm grateful that you have the strength to
The
walk
strength,
other
right,
people through this
right.
journey, because as people who have lost loved ones, siblings, children, words start to matter.
Words matter.
And so the gratitude comes from your strength. The gratitude comes from you not being scared. One of the things I used to always tell Devin, we need to do, when he was trying to get sober, do it, but do it scared. And we all are standing facing our loss, even when we're scared in front of people.
We sit here and my stomach flutters, even though I feel so comfortable. I'm still like, this is, you know, it's more like it just becomes less of me and more of like, you know, but that is all still a part of this human existence. And it's like, yeah, it's
Right.
like just working on like, just, yeah, making
But
sure you give to yourself so you can take in all the stuff, like how Glenn must with all those stories, take in like for yourself what I feel I need to do when all that you share a lot, you hear a lot, all the emotions, the painful emotions and the hearing of the stories, give back to yourself so you can like,
Yeah.
okay, you can't carry that, wear that all, you know, you have to like then like release it and be,
Yes.
and go give that little girl a
yeah,
hug.
yes.
I know. I haven't seen her for 2 weeks, the longest I've been away from her. She
Oh,
comes home Saturday,
and
so I
she's
can't
living
wait.
her joy and the tubing and all that
Yeah.
fun stuff. Yeah, it's like, you know, that's the parenthood stuff that we don't get, there's no book for it and we don't get to like, you know, it's like
Yeah.
just, it's
No.
her moments of joy, you know? It's,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
I was thinking when you said
What?
grateful and you were saying, well, not the word, but I think that's the nice thing about this community is there's just a deep understanding with the word. Like I know what you mean and I never
You,
take it because I know you know. There's
right.
just a deep understanding. So
Right, it's
thank
that
you.
knowing. I think that's the
It's
whole
the
thing with
knowing.
like even the podcast, like, you know, like I wouldn't even have to say that like this is people behind this part or where because we are in loss. So this is not like
Right.
this is not an easy thing to tell our story over and over to,
Right.
but then also to at all. And just to know that you know that.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
Being a safe lighthouse. You're
yeah.
a lighthouse.
Yes. Always.
So
Oh, I love that.
yeah, you're a lighthouse. So thank you
Yeah.
for being a lighthouse,
Well,
because grief is often met with resistance because it makes other people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I see you
I
as a
said that in my
lighthouse.
speech at Golf or Die. I said society wants you to wrap it up and put it in a box, and I
Oh
never will.
yeah. Oh yeah. And it's
Right.
and we definitely
But
that
a
is
lighthouse is always a beacon.
yeah.
I
It does,
love
yeah.
thank you.
Grief is not linear and it doesn't get put in a box on a shelf and we don't get to put it away ever. It can be floating along like this for a little while and then just one thing can be that drop of like right back where you just have to rebuild back up. And that is that like
So see, now we have so much more to talk about
so
on our
much
next
more.
Yeah, we
next
do. I
podcast.
would
Okay.
love
Thank
that.
you, Brittany.
Okay.
Beautiful girl. Thank you so
You are.
much. We'll be
Thank you
watching
for
you and
everything.
we'll be in touch soon. But we're so
I'll
proud of
talk
you.
to you. Thank you.
Okay.
I love you, girls.
Love you
Love you
so
too.
much.